So welcome to the Clubman class of Club 100 Sprints. I shall be your host. My name's Chris Simpson, Mr. Social Media apparently. Right now it looks as though we have Stuart Osborne on the front row with possibly Stuart Goff joining him there. Stuart Osborne, distinctive with his bright orange, what would you call that, safety coloured lid. Stuart Goff from British Formula Ford. I think he's a champion, if memory serves me right. On the front row in kart 26, running in what would be pole position, except the first corner does go to the left, so it's Stuart Osborne, peculiarly on the outside of the grid, who's in pole position. Rob Moore and Peter Harris on row 2. And we're racing at Whilton Mill in the Clubman class, and it's Osborne getting the whole shot into turn 1, disappearing behind the race control, and then the long run uphill. And Osborne has lost out to Rob Moore, Whilton Mill specialist, somebody off the track in the background. That looks like I'm not sure who that was. I shall get a read on that later on, I think. So it's Rob Moore from Stuart Osborne. Third place is Stuart Goff, ahead of Peter Harris. James Taylor, who ran towards the front at the Buckmore event. Rob Moore is second in the championship. I'm now busy trying to remember who won the final. It was Sean Hollingsworth, who's here today. Not sure where he was on the grid for this first heat. End of lap 1, and it's a penalty for kart 19. Let's just get my controls working while I'm having a few technical issues as usual. Auto lock never. You see, this is why you're supposed to have a team of people. Never mind. Rob Moore breaking clear here at the beginning of this first heat. Lost a lot of weight apparently. It's down to his wife's cooking. Good food, I take that to mean, not dodgy food. Stuart Goff ahead of James Taylor now as Taylor's coming through the field. And it looks as though he's got a run inside of the last corner. Oh, bit of contact. Fortunately, there's such a big run-off here now at Whilton Mill, you can get away with that. As of course there is on the exit of turn 1. Goff hangs on as they run up to Christmas corner. Taylor closes in on the brakes, goes a long way in. Can he keep the momentum up? Through the kink, through Inkermans, which today is just a fast right-hander, down to Ashby. Can be tricky. Usually a lot of people go off there. Incidents as the hillside slopes away. People trying to make progress. See Jack Bolton, something of a Whilton specialist, I think. I think he won here last year in the lightweight class. Was it the heavies? Heavies, I think. And I'll probably be proved wrong. Oh, the field coming through. Let's just turn down the ambient mic a bit and turn me down just a little. Improve the show. Production values, you know, it's all important. David Whitehouse down the inside of Peter Harris. And I think that's for about 4th place. So David making progress in this first heat. But it's still all about Rob Moore pulling clear of James Taylor, who's I think might be closing in a little bit. He's certainly dropped Stuart Goff. And it's Whitehouse, Harris. And then we're back to 6th place. It should be Stuart Osborne, except it isn't anymore. It's kart number 11, which is Frankie Hedges. A quick run through your top 10. Rob Moore leads by 1.2 seconds ahead of James Taylor, Stuart Goff, David Whitehouse, Peter Harris, Frankie Hedges. James Martin up to 7th place, Stuart Osborne down to 8th, Miles Sharman and Harry Neal makes your top 10. We've got 4 minutes left of this first heat. And Harry Neal trying to make more progress there. I think that's him going down the inside of Martin Theodorou. Out of Chapman's. Quite a group developing behind Harry Neal. Simon Lloyd trying to make progress. Theodorou trying to pick up a spot from him. Into turn 1 and away. So Moore's lead now is down to under a second. James Taylor is coming back to him. We've probably got 2.5 laps left of this first heat. A chance maybe for Jamie Taylor to close in and put the pass in. Head down behind the Nassau. It's supposed to make you go quicker. No one's absolutely sure if that's true. 3rd place, Whitehouse has got ahead of Stuart Goff. And it looks as though Goff is struggling here, and Peter Harris might have 4th place before the finish. 5th place is Frankie Hedges, James Martin. Miles Sharman has moved ahead of Stuart Osborne as he slides back from pole position down to 9th place. Justin Buck moves into the top 10. Let's pick up the action. Taylor still not quite there. Goff trying to hang on to Whitehouse and hold off Harris to the finish. Big gap then to Frankie Hedges, James Martin. Gap to Miles Sharman, Stuart Osborne. And closing in on Stuart Osborne is Justin Buck. Looking to go down the inside maybe, into the boot section, and he's clean through. So Stuart appears to be struggling, and I think he may be prey to Jack Bolton and Harry Neal. 22 is Tom Glyde, formerly of the Prems, or the Elite I should say, class from last season. One minute 15 seconds from the finish of the first heat at Whilton Mill. And we get our first blast of glorious sunshine. Let's hope it remains that way for the rest of the day, because it's a bit windy up here. Looking for some action. Still no sign of the final lap board. Final lap board is out this time. Miles Sharman under pressure now from Justin Buck in what is the fight for 8th place. I think he might get this done by Christmas corner. Miles is a bit on the bulky side, formerly of heavies, I think. And Justin Buck is just a wee strip of a lad, so to speak. So let's pick up at the front of the race, and it looks as though Rob Moore has seen off James Taylor. Perhaps Taylor's pushed it a little bit too hard and lost ground. And David Whitehouse is closing in. Actually, I tell a lie, it's James Taylor leading. Oh dear, I've missed that one off camera. So James Taylor's going to come through to win the first heat ahead of Rob Moore. David Whitehouse, Stuart Goff, Peter Harris, Frankie Hedges, James Martin, Miles Sharman, Justin Buck, Stuart Osborne rounds out the top 10. Jack Bolton was 10th. And I've got to sort out my cabling because I'm not doing a very good job here, so just bear with me a moment.